Hi everyone, hope you're all doing well today. For those who do not know me, my name is Denise. You can follow me here, TikTok, and Facebook at Honey Becoming. It'd be nice to see you all on each platform. Today I would like to discuss ADHD RSD and how it affects us in the workplace environment. So, for those who do not know what RSD means, RSD, or rejection sensitivity dysphoria, is not known in the DSM-5 as an official diagnosis. I did mess that up in my last video. I said DSM. It is DMS. So, that being said, RSD, I'm going to call it that from here on out, it's an explanation for very intense feelings of dissatisfaction or unhappiness due to being rejected and or criticized. So, for instance, if you were to ask, if somebody that does not have RSD were to ask somebody out on a date and they were rejected, they would just move on with their day. You know, maybe 2 or 3 days down the line, they meet someone new and they ask them out. Those with RSD, sorry, I have some in my eyeball. There we go. Those with RSD, we tend to hold on to those negative emotions. We will go home and think about, why don't they like me? Am I not attractive enough? Am I not smart enough? Was there something I said? Could I have done something different to make them want to go out with me? It's just those questions will just repeat over and over in our heads. And sometimes it takes us a long time to be able to get into another relationship because the thought of being rejected once again is humiliating to us. And it makes us, not want to even try to get out there. So, how this affects us in the workplace environment. Well, those who have RSD, we tend to people please. Even those who have ADHD, we tend to people please everyone around us. So, while I worked as a CNA during the pandemic, it was very hard to find people that wanted to do that during that time because nobody wanted to get the illness or, pass it to their family, which is understandable. I get that. I don't think I would have been able to do it if I wasn't already doing it. But I worked myself to the point of extreme overwhelm where I could not do that career anymore. It was emotionally draining, physically draining. It killed me. So while I worked as a CNA, during those times, I would pick up the extra hours that they needed filled, right? Because I would look at it as my boss would love me if I did this. My coworkers would adore me. I would get something out of this. I would get appreciation out of this. So I'm going to do it. Well, when it came to my day off or my weekend off, if I got one off because, I'd pick some time up, I would be extremely overwhelmed and drained and did not want to move. So we tend to people please a lot. If our bosses ask us to pick up an extra shift or an extra task and we know it's going to drain us, we still do it. But we want to make our bosses and our coworkers proud of us. And that can just lead us to the point where our coworkers and our boss will see us just lash out, right? Because we get to the point of overwhelm and we don't know what to do. We don't know where to start, right? So, moving on to the next part is avoidance. The feeling of failure is so great. The feeling of failure and change, even just any kind of change, it is terrifying to us, to anyone actually. But if you have RSD, those thoughts of being rejected from your childhood even, they will replay over and over in your head. But Like, well, I failed at this, so why can't I do this new position? If I failed at this 5 years ago, I won't be able to do this now. It all, we know that there are irrational thoughts, but it doesn't, just knowing that does not fix everything, So we tend to avoid to talk to our bosses about a raise or a promotion even if we know we are deserving of that position. We tend to subconsciously hold back as well what we are capable of. We know what we can do. We know we are damn well good at it, and we know what we are doing, right? But we don't want to show that we know what we are doing, because it means that we can move up easier and move forward quicker, and that is absolutely terrifying to us. So I was meditating yesterday, and during the meditation, I will take him right here, Sadhguru. He is very inspirational. I came upon his channel the other day, and this quote just kind of, it resonated with me right away. He said, if you resist change, you are resisting life. Right? So, on another note, it also causes aggression. So it may show aggression in the workplace. I know I have. I've had times where I have lashed out at, luckily it's only the people that are close to me that I let see that part of me. But if you ask any of my present coworkers, they will tell you that they have seen me have a breakdown at least once a week. Because I'm not good at hiding anything. RSD is not fair. ADHD is not fair. My panicking about my workload, it doesn't do any good. It delays me more. And I know this, but I subconsciously I can't figure out how to get around it, right? I don't know I'm like stuck. So I think starting tonight, I'm going to come up with a plan. Tonight, I'm going to write down everything I have to do tomorrow morning, everything I got to do from the time I wake up to the time I walk out that door. And then once I get to work, I will open my emails, open the list of meetings I have for the day, see what's on my calendar, see if I have a training class, what have you. Open up everything I have to see, in order to go around my schedule. That way I can figure out, okay, I'm taking my lunch break at this time. This is what's going on. This is what's going on. I have this to do and that to do. And then after my shift, before I leave, write down everything I have to do from when I walk out that door, including any errands that have to be ran, and everything I have to do up until I have to go to bed. And then I will start the process all over again. And tomorrow night, I'll write down what I have to do in the morning, so on and so forth. I'm going to try this. I'm going to see if this will help. I'm going to see if it'll work. Because I need to do better. I know I can do better. And I know you can too. So I think if anybody else is struggling with me, or with this, like me, we can do this together. So, alright, that's all I had to say. And if you would like to follow me, like I said, Honey Becoming on all platforms. So, I hope you all have a great rest of your day. My husband's about to be home in about an hour, so we're gonna go get some dinner. And yeah, that's all I got. Yeah, this is why I was very scared about recording myself. I'm a very quirky person. Once I get comfortable, I don't GIF. I'm just me. So take it or leave it. I'm very outgoing. I'm very loving. I'm happy. And I'm fun to be around. Ooh, what's going on with this hair here? What is this?